Hi, my name is Liudas Butkus, and in this episode of What to Hodl, I want to do a comparison video between Golem and SONM. I have done review videos of both of them, where I go a little bit more in depth about them, and you can watch them if you want. But in this video, I want to compare these two because they are very similar cryptocurrencies. So firstly, let's go through the market cap. Golem has been in the market for a whole year longer, so its market cap is a lot bigger. It is around 160 million at the time of recording this, and SONM has a market cap of 34 million, so roughly Golem is 4 times bigger. But yeah, they have been in the market at a better time, so to say, when the ICOs were booming and they managed to attract a lot more money. And SONM, well, they were a little bit late in the game, and they have a very similar idea to Golem, so it's not very unique and they haven't gotten that much attention yet. Next, the circulating and total supply. I like to check out these metrics to see is there a inflation problem for a cryptocurrency. For example, if there is a circulating supply of 1 million and the total supply would be 10 million, so that indicates that the price can drop 10 times if all the tokens get into the circulation, so that's not good. With Golem, you see there's around roughly 800 million and the total is a billion, so another 200 million coins might get into the market, but that's not a really huge problem if it doesn't go to the market at once, which it should not. I think these are the tokens locked up by the team and their fund and stuff like that. So that would be something like 20% of inflation, roughly something like that. And on SONM, the total supply is roughly 450, and right now there's 350. So another 100 million tokens can be released. There are funds that they are holding. So again, the inflation is not too bad. The token type of Golem is RC20, so it is launched on the Ethereum network as well as SONM. That Golem token does not pay dividends, and SONM is going to pay dividends. Next, a little bit about the technology. Golem wants to support only Linux, Windows, MacOS, basically stationary computers, and these will be able to join the Golem network. SONM does not want to limit themselves, and they are also planning to support Android, PlayStation, Xbox, basically any device that is capable of running their network that has an internet connection will probably be able to use it. Though obviously the Linux and Windows will be the main computers. Now, a lot of critics criticized Golem because they had a very long roadmap. Right now they have distilled it to 4 years and already a year has passed of their development. But I think after their ICO they had the roadmap for 8 years, which was just massive. But now that development has started, they probably saw that it doesn't take much time to actually develop this. So, and right now the roadmap is for 4 years, and their market-ready product, right now they have released Brass Golem, which is just their minimum viable product, and basically just a note to investors that we kind of know what we're doing, here is what we have done, it's kind of working, it's in the beta testing, etc. But something that's market ready that consumers can start to use it, and that goes line in line with their idea of computations, is actually going to be released in another year, so basically in 24 months. SONM, on the other hand, tries to release in their plans a market-ready product much faster, and it's going to be in August 2018 or in November 2018, so roughly 50 to 18 months after their ICO, which was this year in June. So SONM and Golem, also there's one line that I did not include, is that Golem is a little more focused towards basic calculations, to science, data mining, basically just running calculations on a computer. SONM wants to do that as well. This is why I am comparing them, but SONM also wants to be able to do hosting of websites, of hosting of files, and just running machines. Also do calculations as well, but it has a little broader vision for this whole network. Now SONM, basically its whole marketing is geared towards basically targeting the flaws of Golem and saying that we will use this and that will fix that problem. When I read all the SONM white paper, which I read first, it listed out all the problems with Golem, etc., etc., all their flaws in technology that they have picked and stuff like that. But after I read the Golem white paper, which was then updated, they actually have now adopted the technologies from SONM, and now they are saying that they will use those. So there's not a huge difference in what they want to achieve and the tools that they will be using. The main difference that I see with these tokens is that Golem is going to roughly have a market-ready product within 2 years, and SONM within a year and a half, so after their ICO. So which is going to be a little quicker than Golem if everything goes according to plan. And SONM is also much smaller project. So for investors, now this is not investing advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's a much bigger potential for growth with SONM if it manages to do what it has tried to do. Golem, obviously, if they have a market-ready product and everything goes well, there's still plenty of room for growth. 160 million is not a big deal for a company if they start doing business and scaling and growing and developing their product even higher, building a whole team. They can do wonders, and the token price can increase a lot. But with SONM, even if they are not a major success, there's still a lot of room for growth. Currently their token is still sitting at a similar level that it was at the ICO. And lastly, let's just look at the charts. So firstly we have SONM, and there was a lot of spiking. Basically after the ICO it has spiked even to $1. Maybe there was some problems on CoinMarketCap, I'm not too sure, but after that the price just hovered around 12 to 5 even cents. It has gone down. Let's just ignore that part and to have a more clear picture, because these spikes, well, I'm not too sure why they happened. Basically after the ICO maybe there was not a good supply reference, because that happens a lot on CoinMarketCap, especially for these smaller coins. and it is still a pretty small coin because it is ranked 118. So it has gone from 40, it has been at a low of 3 cents, and if I remember correctly, at the ICO it was 10 cents per token. So it has hovered around lower than that. It has then spiked and doubled the ICO price, and right now we are sitting at 9 cents, which is even lower than ICO. So I have a good feeling about this. If they manage to bring a market-ready product, the price will definitely skyrocket, and there's basically a 1 year to wait for their product, so it's not too long. So yeah, that's that. If you look at the Golem, the price started at around a cent, and 1, 2, 3, 4, within 5 months it started skyrocketing to 20. It was even 60, 69, 70 cents at its peak, which was around their first release of Brass Golem. But it was just the minimum viable product, and it seems the market was not very convinced that it is very great. And the price basically cut off here and just went back to normal. There was a few other spikes, and right now we are at around 20 cents, which is quite okay. And it is a pretty big coin, at spot 39. And yeah, so this is it for this comparison. To pick my favorite, I would probably go for SONM. It is a smaller coin, more room for growth, and I like that they are planning to release its product much faster. Though Golem already has their minimum viable product launched, but it's really nothing special. In the review I showed that it is a CGI rendering for Blender, which is a very niche minimum viable product. So this is it for this comparison. Let's get back to the chart. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.